Sorry, I was mute. Today, I want to share with you things I wish I had known 20 years ago. If you stay with me, you're going to save a lot of time and also money, and you're going to learn something you may not know. If you are in the financial industry, if you are exposed to financial knowledge, maybe you don't get anything out of this conversation, but my hope is that you may get a couple of things that may benefit other people who may not have financial knowledge and exposure. I'm going to share with you four simple, basic things I didn't know for many, many years and how much they cost me. And I don't want you to pay the same cost I paid. That's why I'm going to share my experience and my lessons with you. Of course, this is educational. I'm not recommending anything. If you want to follow the things that we talk here, you can always talk to your financial advisor. Let's begin with the first one. I was working in a company 25, 26, to 20, 2005, 2006, and 2007. And I left the company. Back then, I knew I had 401k because I remember I was investing in my 401k and the company was matching it. My attitude back then was I was a good soldier. I was far away from retirement. I didn't see the immediate importance of investing in 401k, partly because I came from another country. We didn't have 401k. I didn't understand it. I was just being a good soldier. I was just investing a portion of my paycheck every 2 weeks. I left the company. I forgot about the 401k. During the exit interview, nobody told me what to do with 401k. I left, and in 2022, when I started to read about finance, when I entered into the financial industry, I realized that I had 401k and I could roll it over to an IRA, and I could be able to manage it. And I was excited initially. I called to the company and they told me, we don't manage your retirement fund. Another third party is managing. Here is their number. I called them. Hey, I had 401k with you guys. I want to know where it is. They told me, we don't see anything here. And I escalated it. I talked to the manager. Finally, they found out that they also forwarded it somewhere. They gave you the number to that wealth management company. I called them and asked, where is my 401k? It's eaten up. It was because of 2008, 2009 crisis, economic crisis, and also the management fee, which basically means whatever I had 2000 after 2007, it was gone. Believe me, at least I had a couple of $1,000 in that 401k. If I knew what I knew in 2022, sorry, in the 2005, 6, 7, I would have rolled it over. That money could have become maybe tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands, depending on where I would have put it. 6%, 9%, 12% interest. But I didn't know all of that, which means I lost a lot of money. I didn't just lose those couple of $1,000. I lost a lot of money. Now, when I talk to people now, because I am licensed, I'm qualified to talk to people and see where their 401ks are from their old companies. Some people are like me. They tell me, oh, I remember I had 401k with this company, that company. They don't know where their 401k is. Some, they know where it is, but they don't know what to do with this. They cannot contribute to that. but they know it's somewhere. The second thing I didn't know was Roth IRA. I remember in 2022, I was reading and I saw Roth IRA. In the back of my mind, I know about 401k. I know about IRA. I didn't know about Roth IRA. I was like, what is this Roth IRA? ROTH. I didn't know. When I was reading, I realized that this is one of the variations of IRA. And it was because of a Congressman Roth who sponsored a bill. And now we have Roth IRA. And it's different than IRA. And I was like, gosh, I don't know. If in case you don't know the difference, IRA is tax deferred. You put your money into your retirement account before tax, and when you take it out during retirement, you pay tax. Roth IRA, you invest after tax, and when you take out money from that account, you don't pay any tax. Especially if you have high tax bracket, Roth IRA would be a better choice. But I didn't know. I didn't know. And that time, 2022, I had an IRA. It was sitting there, gaining mediocre kind of return. I immediately reached out to the company and I told them, hey, I want to roll over my IRA into Roth IRA. And without any tax consequence, I just paid the tax and rolled it over. And I could see a major difference in my retirement account. Of course, this is me. Your situation could be different. You have to talk to your financial advisor to know which one is better for you. But you need to know it exists, because when you talk to your financial advisor, you can ask them questions. Which one is better for me, IRA or Roth IRA? Right now, when I talk to people to help them create or roll over their IRA, when I ask them, do you know what Roth IRA is? They say, Roth IRA. Like I used to say, Roth IRA, I didn't know that. And I talked to them about it. And some of them, oh my gosh, if I knew this, I would have done this and that and so on and so forth. The third thing I didn't know, a simple and basic truth I didn't know, was you need life insurance if you are married and if you have kids. My understanding was you need life insurance if in case you die suddenly, your families are taken care of. I didn't know that life insurance could also save your income. If in case you are incapacitated or terminally ill and you cannot work, you could take a portion of your cash value from that life insurance, at least to survive until you recover. I didn't know that. And also, I didn't know that even if you're single, there are expenses when you die. For the people, your family, to put you in a resting place, they have so many expenses, tens of thousands. I can give you a good example. Recently, a VIP, a celebrity lady, Ashley Robertson, she and her boyfriend, they went to Tanzania, I guess, but it's in Africa. And sadly, she died. And their, their family, their parents, especially her father, he couldn't be able to pay those expenses to bring her body to the United States. Expatriating her body, he couldn't be able to do it. And he went and opened GoFundMe for $50,000. The good thing is people invested, and I think they got like $64,000 to expatriate, to bring the body of his daughter to the United States. Of course, people are arguing, where was her life insurance? Some people are saying she has life insurance, but her death was not conclusive, whether it's foul play, whether it's suicide, since it's not known, the insurance company may be not able to pay her. Other people are saying she doesn't have life insurance. Whatever the case that may be, the lesson that we need to learn is, even if we are single, even if we think life insurance is not important for us, our family will be burdened. Nobody has tens of $1,000s, except few people, well-to-do people, but most people don't have tens of $1,000s lying there in the bank to bury you. When I talk to people, when I ask them, do you have life insurance? They tell me that, oh no, I am single. Or I have so many expenses. Hey man, I'm not thinking about what happens after I die. I'm trying to barely meet the end and the ends, and I don't have money. At the back of their mind, they think that they don't need it because they are single, or even if they have family and need it, they think, you know what, it's expensive. They don't even know that they can get under $100 per month life insurance, but they don't know. And when you don't know something, there's nothing you could do about it. The fourth and the final thing, basic, simple thing I didn't know was that I used to put my money always in cash in bank. In my thinking, because I didn't have financial knowledge, my thinking was, okay, if I lose my job, I need some cash, immediate cash. If in case my business is not profiting for the next 3 months, I need cash readily available. What I didn't know was that I don't need to put all of my cash in bank because the interest rate is mediocre. Of course, I need emergency fund, but the rest of it, I could have invested it. My worry was, of course, I was ignorant. My worry was, if I invest in stock, what if it goes down and if I lose my principal? Maybe half of it, two-thirds of it, who knows? Or if I invest in bond, what if I want to sell the bond before maturity? What if bond is very, very cheap that time? Maybe the interest rate is high. What happens? I may lose my principal. I may lose my money. And because of that fear, I was putting my money in the bank. But 2022, I started to understand that there is a concept called money market, which means there are investment opportunities that mature 1 year or less. I didn't know. There are investment opportunities that mature in 3 months, 6 months, within a year. In that case, I could have put my money, let's say 3 months or 6 months emergency in cash in the bank. And let's say the money I need for the next 3 months in in an investment opportunity that matures in 3 months. Let's say if I eat all of my emergency fund in my bank, then I don't want to reinvest those 3 month investment deal. It matured, so rather than reinvesting it, I can put it in cash. I didn't know. When I talk to people and I'm just casually asking how many dollars do you have in the bank? Some people say, I have this much. I don't want to mention it because I don't want you to reach some conclusion because it's educational. It's not advice. So they tell me, I have this amount of money. And I ask, how many dollars do you need for your expenses every month? They tell me this. And then when we calculate it, they have like 12-month expenses in the bank. They could have put, let's say, 6 months to be conservative, 6 months of their expenses in the bank, and the remaining, they could have invested them in money market. At least they could be able to match with inflation rate. But they don't know. What I'm sharing you today It's not like I'm advising you, especially if you are in finance. These are basics. You may be laughing, AZ, how come you didn't know this? You look like a smart guy, a PhD guy. How come you don't understand these basic things? Yes, I came from another country. These are not systems I was accustomed to before I came to the United States. Plus, I was focusing somewhere and I was not paying attention to finance and investment. That was on me. But since 2022, I took it seriously. And I'm here not for the people who are aware of what I'm talking about. I'm here for people like me who may not know these basic things, and maybe they are paying a lot of price. Wedding is expensive, let alone in my case 20 years. Even 1 year wedding is gonna cost you a lot. That's why you have to consult with a financial advisor to learn more about this and other opportunities out there for you to use your money wisely. If you have any question, if you want to talk to me, you can reach out to me and I could be able to explain to you these and other questions that you may have. And also we have a complimentary free financial needs analysis. We have a robust software. We could be able to analyze your current financial situations to understand where you are. And then the next steps you could take, whether you work with us or not, doesn't matter. But I am committed. Our team is committed. We want people like me who didn't have financial background and exposure to understand where they are and the options that they have. If that interests you, please reach out. If that doesn't interest you, maybe you know someone who may be interested. So I would love to hear from you. You can connect me and we could help them. We can help each other. There are golden opportunities in the United States that we need to tap into, but that journey starts with knowledge. That's why I shared this. It looks embarrassing, but I want to really be honest and share this with those of you who may resonate with my story. Thank you for listening and watching. I look forward to see you with another session. Bye-bye.